said having a belly is a problem? If the tummy showed up and decided to stay, that's okay. We're not going to hide it. We're going to dress better. Today, I'm going to show you 10 dresses that work like magic. No shapewear, no tricks, no suffering. Dresses that loosen where they should, highlight where it flatters, and make you feel beautiful, elegant, and confident. If you've ever thought your figure had no solution, stay until the end, because the last dress doesn't just flatter you, it transforms how you see yourself and how you feel. Dress number 10. Wrap dresses. If there's one dress that deserves the title of wardrobe lifesaver, it's the wrap dress. This design was made to celebrate you, not punish you. It hugs your figure without squeezing, highlights your curves without exaggerating, and draws a waistline even if it's no longer as defined as before. It's smart, feminine, and elegant. Best of all, it takes no effort. It adapts to you, like a friend who knows how to help without the drama. The V neckline that crosses and fits your chest elongates your neck and visually extends your torso, while the diagonal wrap across your midsection draws attention away from the center of your body. Avoid wrap dresses made with thick, rigid fabrics or large, flashy prints that overwhelm your figure. A woman who has made the wrap dress a signature of her style is Oprah Winfrey. With her real curves and commanding presence, she pairs them with elegant necklines and sleeves that add structure. The result? A flawless silhouette that radiates confidence without arrogance. With this dress, you're not just flattering your figure, you're also projecting something even more powerful that you don't need to squeeze yourself or hide to be powerful. A woman who knows what she wants doesn't need to shout it, she walks it, and what's coming next feels like something out of a fairy tale, but with strategic waist magic. If you're enjoying this kind of advice, subscribe to the channel. Here, we talk about fashion, yes, but more importantly, about self-esteem, style, and feminine power. Dress number 9. Garden dresses. Garden dresses might seem like a romantic option for a walk in the park, but if you know how to pick them, they can become one of your best allies. And no, we're not talking about looking like a picnic tablecloth. We're talking about finding that perfect balance between freshness and sophistication that makes you look radiant, feminine, and classy. The trick is in the print. Go for small, delicate patterns, ideally with a dark or neutral background, and cuts that define just below the bust. That high waistline elongates your torso and frees up your midsection, gracefully hiding any tummy. The sleeves can be short or 3/4 length, but ideally, they should flow gently without squeezing. And the skirt should move, but always in a controlled way. A subtle flare, not an exaggerated one. Avoid garden dresses with large floral prints. Vary light colors or strong contrasts that visually widen the figure. A well-designed garden dress with balanced structure and flow can make you feel light without losing that touch of elegance. It's that kind of piece that makes you think, I feel comfortable, but I also look fabulous. And that's exactly where real style lives. With this kind of dress, your image blooms, and so does your confidence. Are you enjoying these tips? Then don't miss my ebook, More Elegant Than Ever. It's a complete handbook to help you refresh your image. Link in the description. Dress number 8. Dark-toned dresses. Black is famous for being slimming, but there's a whole world beyond black that can flatter you even more. Shades like brown, teal, bottle green, burgundy, or charcoal gray carry the same elegance, with a bonus. They bring light to your face and add sophistication to your outfit. Dark-toned dresses, when chosen wisely, create a slimming visual effect around the tummy area, while also elongating your figure and balancing your proportions. Go for simple cuts, vertical seams, a V-neck or soft round neckline, and a skirt that falls naturally from the waist. The fabric should have a nice drape, not too thick and not too thin. Anything that's too shiny or clingy often does more harm than good. Avoid dark dresses with glitter, sequins, shiny lycra, or tight cuts around the stomach. A dark dress should have presence. It shouldn't ask for permission. And most importantly, it should respect your body and enhance it, not exaggerate or hide it. What makes these tones so special is what they communicate. They don't scream, "Look at me." They whisper, "I'm here," with a quiet confidence that makes a powerful impression. Wearing dark tones is a conscious, mature, and elegant choice if you thought everything was. About color, what comes next will surprise you with its structure. Dress number 7. Bohemian dresses. The boho style isn't just for 20-somethings with flowers in their hair. When worn wisely, it's a celebration of freedom, femininity, and relaxed elegance. A well-chosen bohemian dress flows with grace and carries a quiet sensuality that doesn't try too hard. And yes, it also hides the tummy with style. Look for designs made with airy fabric, soft drapes, flattering necklines, and delicate details like embroidery, lace, or flowing sleeves. The waist should be gently defined so you don't lose structure, and the skirt can have a bit of flair, but without going overboard. The result is a fluid silhouette that adapts to you, not the other way around. One woman who has mastered this style is Salma Hayek. Despite having a curvy figure, Salma has shown that a boho dress in a neutral tone with subtle embroidery and ethereal sleeves can make her look like a modern goddess. Not overdone, not boring, simply radiant. That said, avoid dresses that are too long, shapeless, with endless layers or overloaded prints that end up swallowing your figure. This type of dress speaks of a woman who's comfortable in her own skin, who's let go of rigidity, but never of elegance. With the right boho dress, you don't just look more flattering, you look authentic, luminous, and free. The next design has a very subtle way of saying, "I'm in charge here." Dress number 6. A-line skirt dresses. The A-line dress is like a quiet ally that knows exactly how to balance your figure without asking anything in return. It fits snugly at the top, softly defines the waist, and then opens up into a subtle line that creates the visual effect of a sleek figure, soft curves, and natural elegance. Its power? It hides the tummy discreetly and gives you a sense of effortless femininity. Ideally, look for a design that defines the waist just slightly above your natural line and opens into a skirt that gracefully falls just below the knee. If the neckline is V-shaped, clean square, or boat style, it frames the face and elongates the neck. This silhouette is perfect for slimming the torso, balancing proportions, and adding a structured look without stiffness. But be careful. Avoid A-line skirts with thick pleats, stiff fabrics, or exaggerated volume, as these can create a balloon effect, exactly where you don't want it. A good A-line dress gives you that feeling of walking with confidence. It doesn't squeeze, it doesn't restrict, it simply moves with you. It's the kind of piece that makes you look put together without looking forced, and elegant without seeming like you tried too hard. Because a woman who chooses her skirt well doesn't need to hide. She just needs to walk with style. And the next one doesn't scream style. It whispers it with quiet confidence. Dress number 5. Dresses with waistbands. Waistbands are like those small details that change everything. A well-placed band at the waist can be the difference between a dress that just fits and one that transforms you. The secret to this cut lies in how it visually separates the torso from the skirt, gently marking the narrowest part of your figure and slimming the tummy without squeezing. The most flattering waistbands are those placed just under the bust, or just above the natural waistline. If the fabric flows nicely and the design follows your silhouette without clinging, the effect is harmonious and flattering. The skirt should fall cleanly from the waistband, without heavy gathers or unnecessary volume. A woman who has mastered this detail is Adele. In many of her most iconic looks, Adele chooses dresses with soft, almost invisible waistbands, placed with surgical precision. The waistband isn't decoration, it's her quiet ally. Now be careful, Queen. Avoid wide, stiff waistbands that cut like a seatbelt, and also stay away from decorative bows. They create distractions that draw too much attention to the center of the body. What we want is definition, not distraction. This kind of dress makes you feel in control of your image. It's the kind of piece that, without shouting, makes you stand out. With a good waistband, you don't just define your waist, you define your presence. And what's coming next has that air of elegance that only women who no longer seek approval can understand. Dress number 4, shirt dresses. The shirt dress is that classic that never fails, versatile, structured, and incredibly flattering when chosen wisely. Its straight line with buttons down the front elongates the silhouette, while its masculine inspiration, softened with feminine tailoring, brings the perfect sense of balance. Ideal for hiding the tummy without sacrificing style. The cut is what matters here. Look for shirt dresses that gently shape the waist, whether with subtle seams or soft belts. The skirt can be straight or slightly A-line, and the sleeves, 3/4 or elbow length, offer strategic coverage while keeping the look visually light. The ideal length is midi or just below the knee to flatter without cutting you off. Avoid shirt dresses with high contrast prints, stiff fabrics that puff out, buttons that pull from tension, or thick belts that split your body into two awkward parts. A good shirt dress has character, but also flexibility. You can wear it with white sneakers or classic heels, with rolled-up sleeves or more elegant accessories. It's that kind of dress that says, I don't need to overcomplicate things to look fabulous. With a well-chosen shirt dress, your silhouette elongates, your presence strengthens, and you simply shine without realizing it. But what comes next doesn't just flatter. It seduces with strategy. Dress number 3, flowy dresses. The flowy dress is like a soft caress in clothing form, something every woman needs in her wardrobe. Its fabric falls gracefully, doesn't cling to the body, and moves with you in freedom and elegance. It's perfect for those days when you want to feel comfortable without sacrificing style. And yes, it can hide the tummy beautifully, if chosen wisely. The trick is in the fabric. Not too light that it sticks to you in the breeze, and not so heavy that it loses movement. The best ones have square or wide round necklines, loose sleeves or batwing styles, and minimal structure that defines your shape without squeezing. The key is to let the fabric do the work, fall, flow, and soften the body's natural lines. A woman who wears this style masterfully is Octavia Spencer. She's turned this type of dress into an extension of her personal style. Every time she steps onto a red carpet, she proves that a real figure can be visually powerful when dressed with intelligence. Avoid robe-style flowy dresses with no shape, shiny fabrics, or overloaded prints. Also, avoid skirts that end exactly at the knee with too much flare. They shorten and widen the silhouette mercilessly. Remember, flowy doesn't mean excessive, because the flowy dress, when chosen well, doesn't cover you. It reveals you. It shows exactly who you are when you're free from stiffness and pressure. It lets you move with confidence without worrying about every inch of your body. With a flowy dress, you don't just soften your silhouette, you give yourself permission to breathe, to shine, and to be fully you, effortlessly. Get ready. Because what's next carries more elegance than it dares to say out loud. Dress number 2, dresses with lining. Sometimes, what transforms the most isn't what you see, but what you feel. And the lining of a dress, though discreet, can be the silent hero of your style. A well-lined dress doesn't just prevent unwanted transparency. It smooths your silhouette, softens imperfections, and enhances how the fabric falls. It's like the dress has good manners. It behaves, it doesn't rebel. The ideal lining is light, stretchy, and covers key areas from the bust down to the lower abdomen. It shouldn't add bulk. It should glide naturally between your skin and the outer fabric. When it's well integrated, the dress appears to float over you. No clinging, no bunching, no revealing more than you want. It's that little detail no one notices, but everyone admires without knowing why. But like everything in fashion, there are traps. Avoid dresses without lining when made of fabrics like chiffon, satin, thin viscose, or any material that sticks to the body or reveals your underwear. A perfect look with this type of dress could be one made of fluid fabric like crepe or lined chiffon in a plum or teal tone. Choose one with a wrap cut, inner lining, soft V-neck, and a midi length. Add wide-heeled nude sandals, long gold earrings, and a structured clutch bag. If it's chilly, a light trench-style jacket left open elevates the entire look with elegance. The result? Effortless sophistication. A good lining makes you feel secure, comfortable, and ready to move through the world without second-guessing every step or every mirror. Because true elegance isn't just something you see, it's something you feel. And just when you think you've seen it all, comes the one that truly transforms. Dress number 1. Draped dresses. We've reached number 1. The draped dress is a true ally when it comes to hiding the tummy without losing style. The strategic folds don't add bulk. They redirect attention, soften the lines, and refine the figure. It's elegance with subtle architecture. The perfect draping is often placed on the side of the abdomen in a diagonal or crisscross design and often begins at the bust or high waist. This visual interruption breaks up the midsection and creates the optical illusion of a flatter stomach and a more slender silhouette. And all of this without the slightest bit of pressure. When the fabric drapes well, like thick jersey, stretch crepe, or matte satin, the result is magical. A woman who's mastered this style with total authority is Melissa McCarthy. With a real, unapologetic figure, Melissa has stunned on countless red carpets in perfectly draped dresses. Dark colors, wrapped necklines, flowing fabrics, all chosen with precision to highlight her beauty without hiding her authenticity. She doesn't try to fit in. She redefines style through her own figure. Avoid centered front draping that's too thick or made from shiny fabrics that reflect light in all the wrong places. Also, steer clear of dresses with bulky knots or heavy gathers placed right over the stomach. An ideal look with this type of dress could be one in burgundy or smoky gray, with a crossover neckline, 3/4 sleeves, and side draping. Pair it with nude stilettos to elongate the legs, medium-sized pearl earrings, and a matte metallic textured clutch. If you want extra coverage, a long, open, neutral-toned blazer adds even more structure. The look is polished but not stiff, sophisticated yet accessible. Draping isn't just a design technique, It's a power strategy. With well-placed draping, you don't just soften your figure, you project the image of a woman who doesn't need to hide, because she already owns her presence. If you made it this far, drop a "I am an elegant woman" in the comments so I know you're part of our community of women who shine from within. What you learned today is just the beginning. My ebook, More Elegant Than Ever, will show you how to dress for your body type, choose your best colors, and so much more. The link's in the description, and only the first ones to grab it will get all the exclusive content because you deserve to look like a queen.